All right, guys, it's a beautiful day. We're out here checking traps again, and the first traps I come to were the ones that I disabled last time. So I'm looking at these. My bait is still here, and I don't see any kind of tracks or anything. So what I'm gonna do is take time to reset these. I was curious though, after I got back, I started thinking, and I don't know the answer to this question. If there are some other people that may know, please let me know in the comments. But with me disabling these traps like I did, and then I didn't think to pull them up, you know, if an animal, cat or coyote, came by here to visit this, to check this set out, would they be scared to come back? If they discovered the traps like this, in this condition, would they return? So that's the question that I have today. So if y'all know, let me know. But as of right now, I'm gonna get these reset. The other coyote set across the way, I want to get that reset, see if the bait is still there. We're gonna have some mild days this week, thank God. Freezing temperatures, and I'm ready for some warmer weather. But we're gonna get that reset, might rebait it, we'll see. And we're gonna check the rest of these traps. Something else we are doing today is putting out some feed for the quail. And we got a couple of feed lines we're gonna hit today, and we're gonna get that knocked out. We're gonna have a good day. Hopefully we'll have some catches, and we'll see how the day goes. I'll show you all these remakes right here. What I am gonna do, we remembered last time they did not fire. These are the ones that did not fire because either for several reasons, I guess, maybe. But I think because there was so much mud up under the pans, I'm going to take more time to get some grass material, some of this high grass right here, you know, and put up under the pan to see if I can see if that will help with the firing issue. But all right, I'll show you all a picture of that, and then I'll show you the finished product. Let's get it. Before I set the trap, got some grass here. I'm gonna put it up under my pan. I'll raise my pan, and all I want is grass up under there to fill that void. That way when I start to cover it with dirt can't get up under that pan. That right there can be crushed, you know. There's plenty of movement there, but if dirt were to get up under that pan, then it wouldn't be able to move. So I got that. I'm gonna bed the trap, make it where it won't wiggle. That right there is not bedded, so I gotta get it to where it will not move, because you don't want, if a coyote steps on this and they feel that, they gone. You ain't gonna catch them. So I gotta get it bedded. I've got the grass up under it, gonna get it bedded, and then we're gonna get it covered, and then I'll show you all that. All right, that trap is bedded. No movement side to side. So now we're gonna get it covered up. All right, guys, we got this set remade. Traps are in the ground. Tried to blend it in a little bit. Got my feathers sticking up. Got bait back there. Got my feathering washer dangling. And again, this set right here is specifically for a bobcat. A coyote really ain't gonna work a cubby set like that, and that's what that is. You know, I got my bait back there. Yeah, so a coyote really ain't gonna work that. But one thing I am curious about now that I'm seeing it, and I don't know how well it picks up on camera. Yeah, you can see it. All of this right here is matted down where I've been resetting the set. You know, I've been on my hands and knees right here, and you can see the indentions. I'm curious if that would deter an animal from coming by here. Now, maybe not a bobcat, but I mean, I still have to get on my hands and knees to remake a coyote set. So I'm wondering if that would make an animal a little more cautious just to skip the set. And I have seen people on YouTube, other trappers on YouTube, they'll have a pad, right? A big pad, and that they sit on. And up until now, I figured they were just doing it so, I mean, their pants wouldn't get dirty or whatever, you know, or protecting their knees. But now I'm wondering if they do that pad to keep from putting indentions like that in one single spot. I'm curious. If you know the answer to that question, let me know down in the comments too. All right, so we got that reset. Got the bait in there. We're gonna move on to the next. Let's get it. Whew. Okay, guys. Made it over here to the coyote set. And whew, don't judge me, I'm out of breath. Had to carry these buckets and all this stuff from over here at the golf cart. A little heavy. Mostly I'm out of shape. Don't judge me. Anyways, here's the other trap that we disengaged. And we're gonna get it set back. Bait is still in the hole. I don't see any new tracks, but we are gonna refresh this set. We still got the fish in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour some, I got a can of sardines with me. I'm gonna pour some sardine juice down that hole too, just to give it some fresh scent. And if y'all remember, we had a coyote come and work this set. We saw the tracks in the snow. It worked this set from this way right here. I don't know why it did it that way, but that's how it did it. And that is not according to plan. So I really thought it would have come around the front, put its nose down in that hole, and then stepped on my trap right here. But a friend suggested to me on YouTube to make this a trench set, a trench dirt hole or something like that, I think they called it. And pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig this out and just make it really obnoxious. So a coyote is gonna see it, and that thief response is gonna kick in. He's gonna think that something has buried a little snack right there, and he's gonna come over here and he's gonna check it out. And the trench that I'm gonna build and dig out is it's gonna be like a trough. It is gonna force him, if he wants to get in there, it is gonna force him to step down into it and hopefully step on my trap. All right, so I'll show y'all what that looks like in the end. All right, guys, so this is what I'm thinking. I may not have it dug up deep enough, I'm not exactly sure, but this is why it's trial and error, and we're just learning as we go. But I've dug it up. I've put all the dirt that I've dug up on the outside. Still got that piece of rotten wood sitting there, and my trap is offset. So you got to think, when an animal stands over a set, stands over a hole, its legs are about 8 inches apart, right? And it's going to be further back. So when he comes up theoretically to work this set, and we've made it lower, so he shouldn't be able to work it from the side. He shouldn't be able to satisfy that curiosity standing over here. Hopefully he's gonna want that bait, which is just fish and sardines. He's gonna want that bait enough to come in and work it like this and try and dig it out. When he tries to dig it out, he's gonna set off my trap. So I've got grass up under it, which with this trap, we didn't have an issue. This one fired when we checked it last time we were here. So I'm just rebedding this. I've got grass up under it, so there won't be no mud or rocks or anything get up under it. And we are going to see how that works. And I'm gonna get it covered up and show you all the finished product. All right, guys, we got this one reset. Oh, I got it dug out. And I got, for bait, I did liver, fish, and then some sardine juice, just trying to give it a good smell. And I don't think it'll hurt anything having such a variety in the bait hole, but we'll see. Anyway, this is I believe this is called a trench dirt hole set, because I've trenched it out, you know, to where if an animal, and I've built it up on the sides, I don't know if you can see or not, but everything that I dug out, I've built up, trying to make a barrier to where if that animal wants to work that set, they smell that goodness down in the hole and they want to get to it, they got to step down in that set. It looks like an animal's been digging it out, looks like an animal's buried something there. And for a coyote, and that's mounted up pretty high. We talked earlier about how coyotes have such great vision. So back there where my cart is, that's where all the traffic, coyote traffic is. I see it all the time. I've seen coyotes in these pines before. We had a coyote track right here, but most of the tracks I see are on that road back here. So a coyote coming down that road right there where my cart's at, we'll be able to see that mound, the dirt, and they're gonna think in their head, okay, something tasty's been buried right there, something smelly's right there, and they're gonna come check it out. And hopefully when they step down in that set, they're gonna step on my trap, which is right there. Can't come from the back because that mound of grass, everything's built up on the side. And hopefully if it's smelling good enough to them, they're gonna step down in there and they're gonna work it and they're gonna get caught. So, all right, so that wraps that one up. We're gonna go check our other sets that we have. We got 2 more coyote sets on this side of the property, a bunch of other DPs and live cage traps that we're going to check, and we have some bobcat sets on the other property where we've been catching all the bobcats. We're going to check them again, and I'm going to check my cameras that I put out and see if we can get a new count, a fresh count on bobcats in the area. There's still one that I have on camera that I know for a fact is over there somewhere. I don't know how frequent he comes over there, but I know for a fact he's over there. So the cameras have been out for a little bit. I hope that we'll catch him on camera. Anyway, that's the end of that set. We're gonna get my stuff up here and head back to the cart and head to the next set. Got a customer here. I don't know what it is about this cage, but I always catch possums in this cage. You can see it looks like something tried to dig him out. I don't know if it was trying to help him or trying to eat him, but got us a little possum there, and gonna get it taken care of and go on to the next. Got us another possum, guys. It's the day of the possum. Got us a grinner. That's a dark one, real dark. That last one y'all saw was pretty white. And this one's a fighter too. He's missing a chunk out of his ear. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get it taken care of and go on to the next. That's a decent sized possum. All right, gonna get it taken care of and move on. All right, we got this cage reset, and we've got that little concoction that I came up with. Well, I mean, I didn't really come up with it. Other people were using it too. But I got some fishy cat food, dry cat food in there, some kind of sweet cereal. That varied according to my internet sources. So whatever kind of sweet cereal you want to put in there, and then soak it all in bacon grease. So that's what I did. We're about to get this thing reset, flipped over, and ready to go again. All right, guys, got us a raccoon here in this DP. Glad to have this one. This is a pretty active set right here, so I'm glad to keep catching them right here. This is also the same property where all the quail have been spotted pretty regular. So the more of these nest raiders we can get out of here, the better nesting season those quail will have. And come next year, we'll have a whole lot more quail. That's a pretty old one right there. It's all scarred up on the face. I don't know if y'all can see it in the camera. That looks like a fighter right there. Pretty sure he's been around a time or two. But we're gonna get it taken care of and go on to the next. All right, guys, I'm about to put in a new set here. It's just a DP set or raccoon set, nest raider set is what we're going after here. But we're at an intersection right here. Got a road going this way, coming that way, and right there. And the DP where I caught that raccoon is just around that corner. Right there, it's just around the corner. And you all the time hear people say if it's good enough for one, it's good enough for two. So I have an extra one with me today that I haven't had no action on in a while. And I pulled it up and I'm gonna look for a different spot to put it. And I reckon I'm just gonna put it right here. Again, this is where we see all the quail at. So it just makes sense to go kind of heavy over here on this side, you know. So we're gonna put in a set right here. And see, I'm looking right now. I think I've done found a little game trail. Now, see, you may not be able to see, pick it up. There's a trail that goes right through that grass. Goes around that pine tree, goes that way. And you know that ain't a deer because it ain't weighed down or anything. It's just a little trail that goes through that tall grass. And here's the other part of it right here. So now that I'm looking at it again, see, it goes right through there. This is definitely a good spot to put another DP. And I'm probably just gonna put it right here on this corner. I'm gonna hang my tag up there. We like to use tags so we can remember where our sets are at, and so other people can find them. But I'm gonna put one right there. All right, guys, we're wrapping up another day. A good day, successful day. We caught, let's see here, 2 possums and a raccoon. That's pretty good. That's what kind of, we expected things to slow down with cold temperatures and everything this week. We had some below freezing in the teens weather for several nights, so coons ain't gonna really move in that kind of weather. So we anticipated it being slow, but it seems like things are kind of moving around again. Temperatures are gonna still get warmer this week, so I'm expecting to have a little more activity. Got some new sets out there. We rebaited and reset some traps that we had deactivated last time, so we're just gonna take it one day at a time, waiting on one of those coyotes to mess up. We're gonna get one before it's over with. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day. Y'all be good.